In this video, I'm going to show you the best time to eat for weight loss. Hello and welcome to Total Health with Dr. Nick, where my purpose is to inspire, empower, and motivate you to live longer, healthier, and more abundant lives. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly the best time of the day to eat for maximal weight loss. So make sure you like, you share, you comment, and subscribe. Make sure you click that little bell notification so you get notified anytime I do a video. And guys, if you want to get in the best shape of your life and you want to take away all the guesswork and the keto diet is the answer for you, check out my keto course. I'll put the link down below. I think you'll find it's the best anywhere. And also to check out my keto cookbook, KISS. Keto is super simple, where the recipes are simple, clean, delicious, and easy to make. So let's go ahead and get started on the best time of the day to eat for maximal weight loss. Well, there is a best time to eat, and it's typically based on your circadian rhythm, where your body has a time clock. It's really just simply a natural internal process that regulates your sleep-wake cycle. So yes, there are better times to eat. There are times when you don't want to eat. So if you really want to lose maximal amount of weight and get in the shape of your life, make sure you watch to the end, because it's going to be really, really informative. So anyway, how this really works is that when you wake up, okay, so in other words, the sunlight comes into your eyes, it hits your optic nerve. Your optic nerve sends a signal to the suprachiasmatic nucleus. Now, the suprachiasmatic nucleus then activates your sympathetic nerve system. That's your wake-up system. That's the system in your body that gets you ready for fighting. Not that you're going to fight, but it gets your body activated. That then sends a message to the pineal gland, and your pineal gland is responsible for making serotonin, which is your feel-good hormone. So that gets your body feeling good and getting ready for the day. Now, at the end of the day, it kind of works in reverse. As soon as your body or your optic nerve sees darkness, it sends the whole process in reverse. So basically, your pineal gland then makes melatonin. Melatonin comes from serotonin. So once again, there are certain times of the day where certain cycles are activated. But in the morning when you wake up, the whole time you're awake, when you're awake and the sunlight is shining into your eyes, and for those of you, it's a little tough to basically do, because maybe you wake up and you go right to work in the morning and it's still dark out, and then you're at work the whole time and you don't see any natural sunlight. Then next thing you know, you're headed home and it's dark again. So some of you, this may be difficult because you're not going to see a lot of natural light unless you look out the window of your corporate building. But you want to make sure as much as you can, get out and start seeing the sunlight, because it really starts activating the way your body is going to burn fat and once again get in the shape of your life. Now, there's a lot of research about this, so this isn't something new, but there are special times of the day where research has proven that your body will burn more fat. So in an article in the British Journal of Nutrition, they found this. They took 82 women ages 18 to 45. They were split into two groups. Now, one group had early eating, so early eating mealtime. Another group had late eating mealtime. What happened was the early eating mealtime stopped around 7:30. The later eating mealtime stopped around 11 or so. What they found was very, very amazing. Now, what they found was this. Compared to the late eating group, the early eating group had much more greater mean reduction in weight. Now, that's substantial, because I'll tell you what, when you stop eating earlier in the evening, in other words, you stop eating, say 7 o'clock, and then don't eat until the next morning, or maybe if you're doing intermittent fasting, you're not going to eat till about noon the next day, you're going to lose a lot more weight. So now, mind you, they didn't change the amount of calories. They didn't change what these women ate. All they did was change the time of the day they ate, or I should say the time of the day they stopped eating. And that made all the difference in the world. Another study in Current Biology found something very similar. An early eating group of 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. versus a delayed eating group 12 to 11 p.m., same rough time periods, found that the eating schedule reduces the weight. So the same thing happened when one group stopped eating around 7 and another group stopped eating around 11 at night. The group that stopped eating around 7, once again, because it's all based on your circadian rhythms, lost more weight. But not only that, The early eating group improved insulin resistance, which is huge for when it comes to weight loss. Many of you are so used to eating a lot of carbohydrates, refined carbohydrates, bad fats, bad meats, a lot of sugars, things like that causes a lot of insulin resistance. This even helped improve insulin resistance, insulin glucose levels, fat oxidation, cholesterol, and trunk to leg fat ratio, not to mention cardiometabolic health. So that is substantial, okay? That is amazing. When the group stopped eating earlier in the day, or in other words, earlier in the evening, about 7 o'clock, compared to a later group that stopped eating around 11, it not only helped them lose more weight, but it also improved many of their health markers. Fat oxidation, insulin resistance, which, by the way, isn't just because of the fact that you're diabetic. Maybe you're not. Insulin resistance comes from bad fats, bad oils, bad meats, too much processed refined sugars. That's some of the main reasons for insulin resistance. But this helped even improve that. It helped improve your insulin and glucose levels. It improved cardiometabolic health. So many things were improved just simply because you ate a little bit earlier in the day and stopped eating earlier in the day compared to a group that started eating later in the day and consumed a little bit later in the day. Now, when are the best times to eat? Obviously, when the sun is up, okay? That's the best time. You want to eat when the sun comes up. That's how our bodies are designed. That's the way our ancestors ate. When the sun came up, they didn't have all kinds of late night TV they were watching. They used to go to sleep when the sun went down, when they were done working on their farms. They would wake up when the sun came up. It's as simple as that. So our bodies are designed for that. So when the sun comes up till the sun goes down, that's your eating window. Okay, simple as that. But now, is there even a better time than that? And yes, there is. What research found, that if you consume most of your calories in the earlier part of the day, say for example, you finished up your main part of your calories, about 75% of them by 2 to 3 in the afternoon, you lost even more weight. So once again, guys, this isn't about changing the amount of calories you're eating. All it's talking about is changing the time of the day you're eating to where you're eating earlier and ending earlier rather than eating later and ending later. Now, if you're doing intermittent fasting, you can still do this. You're starting to eat around noon, that's okay. Just don't eat until 8 o'clock at night. Maybe stop eating around 6:30, 7:30. You can still get the great benefits of this. So once again, if you consume most of your calories in the earlier part of the day, finish up. Okay, and this is the way, once again, my ancestors did it in Italy. They eat these big lunches. They eat a breakfast, they eat a big lunch, and they eat a smaller dinner. I was amazed when I was visiting them. They don't eat as much dinner as we thought. In America, we eat truckloads of food for dinner, okay? So if you want to lose more weight, eat most of your calories, about 75% of them, by 2 or 3 o'clock, and then have a lighter dinner, and then by sundown, stop eating, okay? So you may have to make some adjustments here because like myself, I get home sometimes when it's dark out because by the time we close the office and we're done seeing patients, or if I'm running late with a patient, I won't get home until it's dark, and then I start to cook, and next thing you know, it's later in the evening. So we're gonna be making changes in my household too. So anyway, guys, I hope you got a lot out of this. Let me know how it works for you. Comment down below. Let me know about if you're already doing this type of eating style. If you're eating according to your circadian rhythm, it is going to be a game changer for you guys. So try it out. Let me know how you do. And before you go away, make sure you check out my other videos. If you like this, I'm sure you're going to love those too. Well, this is Dr. Nick. I love and appreciate you. God bless. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.